the first thing to say is certainly having worked with people with personality difficulties over many years, Boris has classic narcissistic personality traits, a capacity to charm people and a constant need for external validation. I think that seems clear.
That's what this weekend was all about, wasn't it? The external validation.
Absolutely. But just from the perspective of, those who keep voting for him and still hold him, I think this comes back to something quite fundamental in the psyche of a certain population, which is that, people need to feel safe with a leader. And I think our capacity for denial of someone's less attractive traits can be astounding when we're anxious or frightened.
Yeah.
And I think, the scales you talk about, so, a willingness to disregard delinquency, a power hungriness, etc., is quite spectacular. And it goes back to childhood. Nobody wants to feel that they're with a parent who's unsafe or breaks the rules. So I think our capacity to sort of shut off an aspect of reality can be very powerful, especially when we're frightened. So I think this is one way that links both him and Trump.
And of course that promise of safety and security is based entirely on them constantly telling you about the enemies from which they're going to protect you, whether those enemies exist or not, whether it's bureaucrats in Brussels or Muslims massed on the Mexican border.